All right, let's see what's next. Yeah, this is them going over the run, which we just did. Now comparing numbers. Okay. So if we want to have a guessing game, then we have to be able to compare our guess to the actual number. And they added a standard import, looks like it's compare ordering. And they have some things to compare it with. Okay. And this is pink, which means this guy. So in this book, throughout this book, they have this symbol, and in 3 or 4 different versions that mean different things. So I'm pretty sure this does not compile, and they're going to explain why it doesn't compile down here. And it looks like the reason this is not going to compile is because we're going to be comparing a string to an integer. Because secret number, as we know, is I32, and what we get back from input is going to be a string. That's right there, I guess, is a string. So we can't compare the two. But they're going to try to do it anyway, let us get to this error. Okay, let's do it. So print guess, and after guess, we do, oh, I forgot to do the import. Interesting, the import is in seemingly alphabetical order. So use standard library. No, it can't be alphabetical order because compare C is well before I. I don't understand the ordering, but they put this in front of it. Ordering, and that come down to the end. I have a lot of lines here. And we're doing this match thing. Guess dot compare, and then we can pass in other, which is going to be a pointer to what we're comparing, and then we'll give it the rules for comparison. Seemingly ordering, if it is less than, I'm not used to typing this, do this. Print line too small, and we have a commas instead of the semicolons that are usually at the end. Now we can do the next one, ordering, and we're going to do greater. So when it is greater, we want to print too big. That makes sense. Comma ordering equal, oh, nah, that's not the print I want. Print you win. And I forgot exclamation points after all of these, but that doesn't really matter. Does this have a comma? It does have a comma at the end. And they don't have a space there. Oh, that's just there. So this should not compile, and we can verify that now. Could not compile, and the reasoning is right here. Can I scroll to the side on this thing? I might have to make my font smaller. Oh no, they broke it. Cool. Expected struck. Did string, found an integer. So guess is a string. We're comparing a string to an integer. So it's saying it expected a string, but it found an integer. Because secret number is an integer. That makes sense. So one of those have to be converted. And how do they go about doing that? They have this next snippet. And let's see, string, random input, that stays the same. And here they, looks like they redefine guess into a U32. Guess trim dot parse expected, please type a number. Okay, so if you can't pass it into a U32, which I guess that's what parse does, then it's an error. And that is you guessed, that is right after output and before the you guessed. So here. So redefining guess, saying it's going to be a U 32. We're saying it's going to be equal to guess dot trim dot parse and 2, 3, 4 expect and give it a message. Please type a number. All right, so that is seemingly redefining guess into an integer that can be comparable to secret, and that should work. So let's run that a few times. Cargo run. I have a print line 4. Something else is replacement disappeared with replacement anytime. Source 4 or 5. I have the wrong. When did this come in? Have no idea. Okay, now that that's gone, let's try this again. Could not compile. Warning. Unused imports. Ordering is not used. What happened to ordering? Ordering is right there. Abort due to previous error. Previous error. Did you not save? 22.5. 22. You. Hold on. You guess. Print. Let guess. 32. Guess trim. Parse. Expected. 22 number 5. Oh, I see. After expected, I didn't end the statement. And that's probably what they said here. Expect, please type a number. Expect one of these things. So the error told me what I was missing. And we now have a build. So we know that the secret number is 67. If we want to test this out, then we need to do a number that's equal, smaller, and greater. Let's do 67 first. Equal. You win. Okay. Try that again. 48. 22. Too small. Make sense? 91. 100. Too big. And now just for kicks, we should throw in something that's not a number, see what it says. Hello. Hello. Thread panic. Please type a number. That is the error that we haven't expected right here. And it just yelled at us. And it says something like we can see the full backtrace if we put that command in. Not yet to try to do that yet, but we'll get there. Alright, so we got that portion down. And now they want to add a loop to it. So allowing multiple guesses with looping, which makes sense. If somebody guesses wrong the first time, you want them to try again. So let's see. After secret number, please input your guess. Please input your guess right here. Is where we start a loop. And it looks like we put everything inside that loop. All the way down to matching. So let me just add another bracket. There we go, and everything just moved. Oh, that was so helpful. I didn't have to indent everything. I'm starting to like this editor. Okay, now we have a loop. And we have a loop, but we don't have any way of getting out of it. Which I guess they mention here, yeah. So quitting after the correct guess. In the loop, after equal, when you have equal, they actually put a block here. Oh, did they? I think they added my end parentheses. Yeah, they did. Cool. a block here, print this, and then break from the loop, which makes sense. Alright, so now let's test that out first before we move on. Cargo run, 90, too small, but we're in the loop, so it says please input your guess again. 95, too big. 91, you win, and it broke out, and you can see my terminal again. There we go. Okay, so we did the quitting. Now they want to tell us about handling invalid input. So we know that when we get to the guessing, right, the user input can be anything. It's going to be a string, but it's not necessarily a number. And we try to parse it into a number, there could be errors. So they want to change this expect into a match statement. And it looks like match returns something that is a result, maybe? Like okay and error? Meh, try it out. So if there's an error, continue. I see what they're doing there, because they don't want the program to crash. They're handling the error. Make sense? So let's change this the way they want me to change it. So first we add a match there. Guess, trim, parse, and then after parse, get rid of this entire line. And we're adding a code block. And in this block we have a okay, num, not sure what num means, but it's probably just a variable that's passed in. Num. Num is a U32. Got it. Which is what we have up there. Yeah. This extra information is actually really helpful. I would never have known this if I was just typing in like nano or micro. Error can be anything seemingly. Ooh, not a question mark. Arrow, and then we want to continue. Continue on error, and then we want to end that. So now when we have an error, it should continue. Test that out. Let's clear this. Cargo run. Guess the number. The secret number is 15. Put the input in. If the input is high, it continued and went through the loop again. Low, 15, exit out. So now we have error handling. So now they're saying everything should work as expected. Here's the full program. And in order to make this a full program, they probably took out the line where they told you what the secret number was. So this line probably got removed. It's not a game if you know the answer. Cargo run. Input your guess. I do not see the secret number, so I'm gonna say 50. That is too big. I'm gonna go with 30. That is too big. I'm gonna go with 10. That is too small. 15. 17. 20. 24. 26. 27. 27. 27 was it. So all in all, this is the guessing game program that is from the Rust book. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope it was helpful. Peace.